All right, we're starting off day 4. Thank you for joining me. This is my Seattle trip in June, beginning of June, 4th day. This was a Saturday. Look at me, I'm enjoying my coffee. It was so good getting up early in the morning. Look at this. Barely anyone out here. This is the spread. This is what they had. I didn't take advantage of the breakfast at all. I just enjoyed the coffee. They had honey, which was perfect for me. They had oat milk. It was just perfect. I don't know what kind of food they had. You can take a look. Very basic. And it was like $20, I think. So I passed on that. But ice cream. I did get to every morning, sit in this nice little empty, loungy reception area. Still reading Kurt Vonnegut. Today, my plan is to go to Capitol Hill, I believe. Today, I plan to check out the gravesite of Bruce and Brandon Lee, which is a little bit north of Capitol Hill. Of course, I'm going to walk over to how I started every morning, trip to Cafe Umbria. I probably will talk about that more later, like why I was going to Cafe Umbria so often. As you can see, there was a little something going on. I think on the weekends in Occidental Park, they may do a little bit of a, I don't know, not a festival, but I don't know. I should have looked it up. I didn't stick around. I'm on the light rail here, heading up to Capitol Hill. Capitol Hill Station is kind of cool, simply because they have these long escalators, and once you ride up the escalator, you get to see some of the sculpture that they have hanging in here. But don't get too distracted. Someone might mug you while you're not paying attention. A lot of the artwork in this area. This area is very artsy. It's like I think it's called the queer capital of Seattle. So this is a very young area as well. If it's not called the queer capital, I'm sorry. All right, anyway, Phoenix Comics and Games. This was on my list of places to stop at. It was maybe 11 o'clock. Maybe they were. And this is Saturday, so I figured it would be a little bit busier, but it wasn't, which is fine by me. Why they have that giant average Magic card on the wall, I'm not sure. A lot of indie. All the comic stores I went into in Seattle, very indie heavy. Very much like taking advantage of the creators in the area and showcasing them. Nice little area to play card games. It's got the rules there, clearly labeled, so you have no excuse. It's well decorated, it's clean, it's well stocked. It's not my kind of, the Gauntlet. It's not my kind of comic store. I like a little bit of grime and dirt and chaos. But this caters to all kinds of, not just dirty. This place caters to all kinds of player, not just the tryhards like me, the sweaty tryhards. Learn to be an artist. I should have scanned this. Maybe I can still do it. Hold on. Nice bulletin board. A nice little wall of cards. I don't know what this game is. It's an older game, maybe Legend of the Five Rings, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, we have a shop up here in Lehigh Valley. We have a couple that are kind of like this, like more modern, more clean. Ooh, what is this? Alien vs. Predator arcade machine. Sick. I probably won't be going back to this shop. Though I like Capitol Hill, I'm just not big into comics and collectibles as I was. But this is a nice store. If you're in the area, if this appeals to you, check it out. One thing I did notice here, I was a long-time Magic aficionado, and look at this. These singles right here, they have Hatred, they have Necropotence, they have Vampiric Tutor, some of my favorites. Nice little, Your Black Friend. Nice little, look at this board here. Furry Board Game Meetup, 1 p.m. on Mondays. Or was that Sunday? So I was traveling around a little bit, checking out some of the shops. A lot of them were closed. I don't know. It was like Saturday. It wasn't too early, I don't think. Maybe I was out there earlier than I should have been. Because, these shops were closed. Not that I needed to go into these shops. I mean, I like window shopping. I like looking at this kind of stuff. I'm a weirdo. But there was also a bookstore out here, Twice Told Tales, I wanted to check out, and they weren't open yet either. I think I was like 15 minutes early. I didn't feel like waiting, so okay. So I kept on moving. We're going to head up Volunteer Park now, where father and son Lee are buried. This is a beautiful park. It's got like an Asian cultural center or something in it. It's got like a nice big, what is this, reservoir, lake? I don't even know what this thing is. There were squirrels. The squirrels are well fed over here. I did note that. There's a nice little duck pond. There's people just hanging out. Guy's playing with his dog. He's playing fetch with his dog, but wait, we're not there yet. Hold on. There's some river dancing going on outside of this building. Nice sculpture. Loving the drizzle. And there was some kind of thing going on here. I didn't know what. But people were slowly setting up for something. There's an amphitheater. There was some kind of festival, fair, something going on. I didn't check it out because I'm not a good vlogger. But check these out. These trees were amazing looking. I don't know what the deal is with them, but they're very cool. Statues to various people. I don't know. They're there. This guy's throwing. He's got. I don't know what. I don't know what that was, but forget it. We're at Lakeview Cemetery. It's weird. I don't know. It's not weird. I don't know. Bruce Lee's out here. He was a Seattle native for maybe about 10 years or so. Right when he came to America, he had relatives that lived in Seattle. And I think he was trying to escape the life in Hong Kong of violence and getting into fights. I'm not sure. I forget why he came out here. Maybe to go to school. There is his grave. Master Lee. I never thought I'd be out here to see Bruce Lee's grave. But here I am. I'm in Seattle looking at Bruce Lee's grave. I was always a big fan of him as a kid. I loved his style, his movies, everything. Brandon right next to him. Rest in peace, gentlemen. I'll say I didn't really feel any strange energy like I was expecting to, feel like swept up or something, but it was very peaceful. The Louisa Boren Lookout, right near the grave site, and it's a really nice lookout spot. And then we're back in the city. Ada's Technical Books. I couldn't think of what this place was because I didn't get a shot of the sign before I went in. But it's a really cool cafe and bookstore. Really big. A lot of space. You can hang out. Almost every day, me walking around in Seattle, I had coffee in the morning, maybe 1 or 2 cups, and then I'm going out and I'm trying coffee at different spots. So I didn't sit down, is what I'm basically trying to say. I didn't stick around. I don't even know if I had a coffee in here, and I'm just filming the floor because there's so many people in here, but it's a beautiful place. I recommend this Ada's Technical Bookshop. I think that's what it's called. Go rewind it and see what it's called. Yeah, pretty cool. Some snacks. It's probably priced, as you'd expect. Where do I go next? I don't even remember. There's some more shots of Ada's. Oh, Spice Wala? Is that here? Best Indian restaurant, according to, in Seattle, according to Yelp. I got one of their every time I go into one of these spots, I say, what's the most popular thing? And they just hook me up with that. It was a little pricey, but it was good. I don't remember what I got, so I'm sorry. I can recommend this place. It's like a hole-in-the-wall type of place with 4 white dudes working in there. But it was good, whatever it was. There's just some more images of Capitol Hill areas. I went into some shops, looked at some desserts, some trees, some houses. Doughjoy. There was this one coffee shop that did like mushroom flavored drinks. I didn't get anything, but it's out there. Next, we're at Cal something Park. I forget the name of this park. Of course, it's the weekend, so there's another like market festival thing going on. Every one of these neighborhoods has something on the weekend. I'm learning. I don't know what this fest is called. Maybe it's just a weekend festival. Watch this kickball kick. That was the worst kick I've ever seen. brother. Everyone's so dejected, like, oh, that was the kick. Okay, next, Elliott Bay Cafe and Bookshop, which is in the same area in Capitol Hill near that Cal Anderson Park. That's the name. Massive bookstore. Probably the biggest bookstore in Seattle, maybe. It's like a warehouse of books. Look at this. So, I mean, I definitely went to the cafe to get a coffee. And then we left because there's an arcade right down the street. I forget what's the name of this place. Zap Zone Time Warp. We're at Time Warp 1420 somewhere. Look at this. This is a nice little barcade. And I'm guessing it's like 2 o'clock and the place is pretty empty. Very cool. This is probably my favorite day that I was out in Seattle. It was a little rainy. I got to see Bruce Lee's grave. I got to see 2 arcades, as you'll find out. Very cool. It's got a sticker machine. This place is really cool. Foo Fighters, what do you call that? What's that thing where you pull the plunger and the ball? This is a colonoscopy Simpsons game. Pinball. So it has a Foo Fighters pinball machine. A really cool place. And it's kind of like all this is accessible from the light rail and maybe some buses. So I really like Seattle the way it's like laid out. I guess any big city is going to give you this kind of, but it's like a younger crowd. So a lot of the stuff is really cool in my opinion. Got a Turtles in Time or Take Manhattan game. What's sick is, I don't know if I showed it yet, but like they project the SNK or the Marvel 2 game on over the bar, which is amazing, and they do a tournament every week. This and the other arcade I'll go to. Upstairs it has some more machines, a little place to sit and eat. Every arcade has Street Fighter 2, which is awesome. So it's a really nice place. Warp Zone in Capitol Hill. I don't know what place that was with the dog pictures. This was a random bike shop I went into. I don't know why I'm highlighting it. I kind of walked in, just filmed, and walked out. Okay, there's a bowling alley. I don't know if anyone from Seattle can outball me. There's a mural done by 1000, and we're back at Pink Gorilla Games, this time their newest location in Capitol Hill. So I'll do a little walk around this place. Really cool shop. I love what they've done with these places, these Pink Gorilla Games. You heard me say before, I'm not a gamer, not anymore, but some part of me still enjoys being in this store. Must be cool to live in Seattle, be a gamer, and then have this like down the block. Okay, we went to a donut shop, we as in me. This place had pricey donuts, but they also had this drink. I can't remember what this was. It was delicious. They had these weird donuts though. What are those called? I forget. They're a bit much for me. Usually I'll go in a donut shop and try anything, but not at that price. This is the other arcade. Ray's something. It's much, well, it's not smaller. It's just one big room. It's really cool. Street Fighter 2, of course. I ended up going back to the hotel and then coming back out here. So this footage here is actually from later in the day when I had to come back and play for a little bit. Yeah, I love that. This arcade is really cool. This is a little more crowded and when I came back at night or in the evening. Look at the decoration. It's just so cool. And I also went by the Reserve, didn't go in. I don't know why. This is a place from The Last of Us, too. These are some shots from parts in the game, the convention center. And they have another arcade that's like a Dave & Buster's down there around the public market center. And a nice little shop there, some sculpture, and back at the hotel. On the way, I got Ivers, and I got a Seattle dog. I will say the Seattle dog doesn't look the best. It didn't taste the best, but it was good. And I got a fish salmon. It wasn't as good as the cod I had the other day. It was okay. This food was okay. And this is me going back out to Capitol Hill, basically. Guess I came back to do a pit stop. Check my pits, see how it was smelling, I guess. Jump back on the light rail, which is so convenient. And we're back out to Capitol Hill. I feel like I've seen this. No. I've just watched this and edited it. So I think I'm watching it over. Went out to the Blick art store. Not sure why. I don't know. I picked out things I wanted to do, and the art store was one. In the back, they have an employee art gallery, which was kind of nice to see. Some talented folks working there. Let you enjoy that for a moment. Yeah, I can see myself working out there part-time. Getting a job at the Blick's art store. If they'll have me. Anyway, we're coming up on the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Here's some random shots around Capitol Hill. Do I recommend this area? Yes. If you're young, if you're eclectic, if you're interested in seeing like a lot of young people doing young stuff, it's cool. Cal Anderson Park's really cool. There's a skate park there. And it's got like a really weird vibe. I won't be there much because I feel like I'm too old, but it's really cool and weird, like most of Seattle. Thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.